Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Sania Faruqi Show. Today, we have somebody joining us from Norway. Today, we have with us a filmmaker from Tunisia, joining us from Turkey, joining us from Bangladesh, from a very sunny Los Angeles, from Somalia, from India, joining in from Cairo, somebody joining us from France. I will be discussing various topics with experts from all over the world. According to a report by Amnesty International, Yemen is considered to be one of the worst places in the world to be a woman. Does that mean that Europe is finally ready to talk about racism? But yes. Why are you calling the burqa oppressive burqa? Have you ever felt oppressed?
And you kind of want to show your best self because you want them to kind of feel like, okay, these girls are doing something amazing.
Dr. Amina, you've been a path changer. You are the first woman president of Mauritius, also the only president who joined politics without any political background.
Everybody should be treated equally in the constitution.
It's not easy being a female in a predominantly male-dominated sport.
Freedom of expression is a huge challenge in the country. So take us through what it is to be a journalist. You are also one of the most protected civilian women in Europe. Yeah. You are also a female imam. How did that happen? घर में आपसे पहले कभी किसी ने जर्नलिज्म रिपोर्टिंग का काम किया था या आप पहली औरत हो घर में ये सब करने के लिए?
There are people that just want to kill me because men and women are praying in our mosque together.
It's not very likely to see directors who are male being called as male directors. On the other hand, the scenario for women is not the same. Have you faced such a situation in your working career where gender has been your identity? France is also one of the first countries in Europe to ban full face covering, hijabs in 2011, and other countries in Europe still have partial or total burqa bans. How does this impact the Muslims living in these countries? And
this white man came up to me and asked me what colour my hair was under my scarf. So I said it was pink.
Bangladesh records the highest number of child marriages in Asia. And 3 years ago, the government legalized child marriage below the age of 18 on special circumstances like unlawful pregnancies of girls. How do you see that? What led you to start a feminist initiative like this in Egypt? And what is the kind of work that you've been doing through Nazra?
Every time there is a problem, Islam. The headscarf, the hijab, Islam, the headscarf, political Islam, Islamoleftism.
What kind of challenges did you face while you were reporting from DRC? Tell us a little about the kind of stories you worked on.
An environment of impunity has been created for people who are upset with the journalists doing their jobs.
Can you tell us what happened at ESPN that led you to go ahead and file a sex discrimination lawsuit against the network and the recent phishing incident that took place? Tell us a little about what happened and why do you think you were being targeted?
We're in an environment where women get bullied by women. It's not just the men that women have to deal with. Women have to deal with women too.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you will subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Spotify. And do subscribe to our newsletter to get all the updates on the Sania Faruqi Show. I'm going to be seeing you again next week.